of the Lamb. You play as an adorable, fluffy lamb harbouring the soul of an eldritch deity. It's intense and it's stressful. Your journey starts by being sacrificed by a woodland cult, which is killing the poor creature because of a prophecy stated that a lamb would be the vessel by which the one who waits will return. You then set out to start a cult for its patron eldritch abomination, with little bits of lore sprinkled in explaining the conflict between the one who waits and its four brethren. The story does start losing out to the gameplay after a while. Talking about the gameplay, the roguelike half of the gameplay follows what's expected of the genre. You start out with a basic weapon and a limited use active skill and battle your way through room after room of enemies across a randomly generated map, with each one taking between 10 to 15 minutes. With a good solid combat system with both weapons for close combat and curses for long and area of effect combat, along with tarot cards giving you buffs through your run. Occasionally, you'll come across new cult members in your run, or you'll convince them after beating them in a fight, and then they will join your growing flock. The survival part of the game, utilising the devotion that your flock gives you when worshipping at the idol, instead of doing chores around the commune. However, making sure your flock's faith doesn't fall too low is needed, as it's almost constantly dropping, but you can use a ritual to help this, with some other gauges like hunger, but these do come with long cooldowns, so be strategic when using them. There are some uses for your flock that are either lacking in faith or dying of old age, like using their body to make sure the flock has food for a day, or to put them in prison to re-educate them, or even marry a flock member to boost the faith of the entire flock. With all this, your flock and actions with them will affect your dungeon crawling, and your dungeon crawling will affect your flock in one big cycle. Some of the problems I've noticed, however, are the frame rate drops when there are loads of things on screen, or having a problem making things out with a glance with the art style, making things look kind of similar without a proper look. Speaking of the art style, it is similar in appearance to the style of Don't Starve, which works with this game, especially when mixed with the soundtrack and the eerie chanting that appears in certain places. All this in mind, it's a solid roguelike with some survival horror and management sim mixed in, and is well worth a pick up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy our reviews, please like and subscribe.